Welcome back to the channel. Today is Thursday. It was a beautiful day to dive into the absolute madness of our favorite fictional town, Port Charles. Grab a coffee or maybe something stronger, because we have a lot to unpack and my brain is already running in a million different directions. Okay, so I've been thinking about this and I literally cannot stop pacing around my living room because the June 11 spoilers they are a lot. Basically, my brain is fried, but I need to get these thoughts out before I explode. Let's just start with Lucas Jones, because honestly, what on earth is happening here? Dante Falconeri gets this troubling news right. He gets a report of shots fired, and Lucas going down. And my first thought was, oh my god, they're killing off Lucas. But wait, let me back up. They wouldn't just kill Lucas like that. Actually, no, first I should mention the trap. Lucas was obviously setting a trap for Jen Sidwell. We knew this was coming. Sonny Corinthos and Laura Collins literally recruited him for this exact purpose. But getting shot? Sidwell took the bait and pumped multiple bullets into his chest. Multiple bullets. That is so intense. Laura rushes to his side on Wednesday's episode, screaming, asking if he can hear her. And for a second I was like, wait, did the plan go wrong? Did Sidwell outsmart them? But then again, that doesn't explain why Lucas would just stand there and take it. Oh wait, the bulletproof vest. Yes. Lucas took some hard hits thanks to those bullets and is tumbled to the ground. But he should be fine since it looks like he was wearing a bulletproof vest. It was all trickery. The goal was to catch Sidwell in the act of another attempted murder. But, okay, I know I just said the opposite, but hear me out. Is Sidwell really that dumb? Sidwell is this massive, terrifying villain who has been running rings around everyone. And he just shoots a guy in the chest without checking his corners. Or maybe he was just blinded by rage. I don't know. It's weird. Like, really weird. The whole thing is just weird. And think about the physics of this. Taking multiple bullets to a Kevlar vest is no joke. It breaks ribs. It causes massive internal bruising. Lucas is a doctor. He knows exactly what kind of physical trauma he just signed up for. Why would he do that? Oh, right, Marco Rios. The grief. He's doing this to avenge Marco. He wants Sidwell thrown behind bars forever. If there's a video recording to use against Sidwell, that could certainly help lock in his downfall. But what if the camera malfunctioned? What if Sidwell's lawyers claim self-defense? My brain is just spiraling. What was I saying? Oh, right, Dante. Dante getting this news is just the icing on the trauma cake for him. Dante is already stretched so thin. Rocco Falconeri, his son, is on the run with Britt Westbourne. Dante is terrified, he's exhausted, and now he gets a shots fired call involving his family's orbit. I feel like Dante is going to snap. He's trying to be the good cop. But at what point does he just go full Sonny Corinthos? Speaking of Sonny's orbit, let's talk about Carly and Valentin Cassadine. Actually, wait, let me transition properly. No, whatever, I'm just gonna jump in. At Carly's place, Valentin delivers a warning about playing things the wrong way. He is practically begging Carly to be careful. And Valentin knows what he's talking about. He knows the kind of monsters Sidwell and Ross Cullum are. But Carly does not care. She may insist on marching over to Windermere and searching for Jocelyn Jacks herself. Not exactly, but kind of Carly's strategy is basically just kick the door down and yell. Which, honestly, I respect the maternal instinct, but it is so tactically stupid. Windermere is a Gothic fortress. It has secret passages, dungeons, parapets. You can't just march over there. But then again, she found Jocelyn's dropped ring there. She has proof. Valentin is wary of her strategy, and he should be. But Valentin is also compromised. He has all this history with Anna Devane, and he's trying to play the romantic hero for Carly, but he's also tied up in his own messy web of secrets. I think it was episode 12 or 13. Somewhere around there where Valentin realized how deep the trouble was with Jack Brennan. Anyway, the point is... Wait, what was the point? Oh, the point is Carly is going to get herself kidnapped too if she isn't careful. Or maybe not. I don't know. Sometimes Carly's sheer force of will actually bends reality in Port Charles. Okay, wait, speaking of Jack Brennan, I need to talk about Turning Woods. This scene is going to give me nightmares. Willow Kane is standing there, ready to inject Brennan with another dose of the paralytic. She's fully leaning into her villain era. She thinks he's locked in. She thinks he can't move. And then bam, Brennan grabs her arm. I literally gasped, just reading the spoiler. Willow will panic now that Brennan has grabbed her arm during her attempt to inject him. Just imagine the jump scare. The monitors beeping the sterile hospital lighting, and this supposedly paralyzed man just grips her wrist. Brennan obviously doesn't want another dose, so he has to work fast if he wants to get Willow to back off. Willow will reel over Brennan being able to talk. She's going to be hyperventilating, thinking, oh my god, I'm going to prison, he's awake. And her first instinct, she will feel like the sooner she gives him his next dose, the better, which is so dark. Kindergarten teacher Willow Tate Kane is now actively trying to paralyze a conscious man to cover her tracks. It's giving very much Kathy Bates in Misery. But Brennan is a professional. He doesn't scream for the nurses. He bargains. He bargains with Willow on Wednesday's episode and hopes he can strike a deal. He argues that if Willow doses him, she'll never get the leverage she needs on Drew Kane. And this is where my brain starts overthinking again. What leverage? Drew is already locked in because Willow shot him and is drugging him. Why does she need more leverage? Oh, right? Because if Drew ever wakes up, or if the truth comes out, she needs something to hold over his head to keep him quiet. Brennan knows this. Brennan is a master manipulator. He is playing 4D chess while Willow is playing checkers. And then there's Nina Reeves. The spoilers say Nina may also return at some point and back Brennan up. Nina didn't dose him. Nina couldn't bring herself to do to Brennan what Willow is doing to Drew. The mother-daughter dynamic here is completely fractured. Nina is actually the moral high ground right now. Let that sink in. Nina Reeves is the voice of reason. It's weird. Like, really weird. The whole thing is just weird. Okay, let me pivot, because my heart rate is too high. Let's talk about Trina Robinson. Poor, sweet, exhausted Trina. After ditching the whole baby shower mess, she'll vent to Giovanni Gio Palmieri and Emma Scorpio Drake. Trina will insist she doesn't want to be part of it, and will announce that she's done. And honestly, good for her. I am cheering for Trina. It's possible this will be about her gallery showcase, but it seems way more like Trina's just bowing out of all the family drama. She feels so caught in the middle of Portia Robinson and Curtis Ashford's feud. Actually, no, let's really look at this. Trina has been the emotional anchor for her parents for years, and right now they are acting like absolute toddlers. Curtis assaulted Isaiah Gannon. He ruined the man's hand. Isaiah is a surgeon. His career might be over. And Curtis is facing felony charges, but he refuses to take responsibility. He's just walking around with this arrogant chip on his shoulder. And Portia is pregnant, stressed, and furious. Trina is trying to plan a baby shower, which is supposed to be a happy thing, and it's just turning into a war zone. So Trina taps out. She goes to Gio and Emma. I love this trio, by the way. Emma Scorpio Drake is legacy royalty. She grew up with Robin and Patrick. She knows what it's like to have messy, dramatic parents. She's probably just sitting there nodding, being the supportive therapist friend. And Gio is dealing with his own massive guilt over Rocco running away. They are just a little trauma-bonded support group. Trina needs this. She needs people her own age who aren't actively trying to put each other in prison. Because the adults are failing. The feud will continue at the Metro Court Gardens. Just picture it. People are trying to eat their expensive salads, and Curtis, Jordan, Ashford, Portia, and Isaiah are having this massive public showdown. Jordan is in such an awkward position. She's the deputy mayor or police commissioner. I can never remember who has what job right now. She's Curtis's ex, and she's friends with Justine Turner, the ADA, who is prosecuting Curtis. And Isaiah is just standing there, probably with his hand in a cast, fuming. But thank God for Aunt Stella. Stella Henry will do her best to shut down the escalating hostility. Stella is the only actual grown-up in the room. She will make it clear that the kids are going to suffer if Curtis, Jordan, Portia, and Isaiah can't learn to get along. And she is 100% right. Trina is already suffering. The new baby is going to suffer. Stella sees the generational trauma playing out in real time, and she is trying to put a stop to it. I just hope they actually listen to her. But knowing Curtis, he's probably just going to cross his arms and scowl. Okay, I know I just said I was done overthinking, but I have to go back to the Lucas thing for 1 second. If Sidwell gets arrested, what happens to Liesl Obrecht? She's trapped in the Windermere cell with Jocelyn. If Sidwell goes down, does Cullum just kill them? Or does Cassius finally step up and save his mother? Cassius just confessed that he's Nathan's twin. Liesl's brain must be melting. I mean, my brain is melting just thinking about it. I don't know, guys. I'm second-guessing everything. Is Carly going to be the one who finds the cell? Is Valentin going to follow her? Is Brennan going to blackmail Willow into helping him take down Sidwell? The puzzle pieces are all there, but they're from like 3 different puzzles and someone threw away the box. Anyway, I need to go lie down and stare at the wall some more. Let me know what you guys think in the comments because I am clearly losing my mind.